The galaxy would forever remember the day the Orryx Beacon lit up. It started as a shimmery and impossible energy surge that rippled through the space between the old trade routes, setting off alarms in 100 star systems. At first, the Accord believed it was a natural event, a cosmic pulse from the dark heart of the galactic rim. But the patterns were too perfect, the sequence too deliberate. The last invitation had triggered a war that nearly wiped out 3 civilizations. Some lobbied to destroy the beacon before it opened. Others wanted to send only unmanned probes. It was a message, and it was an invitation. Across the Accord, the greatest powers debated what to do. The ship was called Endeavor's Light, a hybrid of Terran drive engineering, Krith shielding, and Vazan AI. Its mission: make first contact with whoever or whatever called them. Learn their intent, and above all, keep the rest of the galaxy safe. They were pulled into a pocket dimension, a maze of shattered ships, ruins from a dozen lost empires, and at the center, a black spire that pulsed with impossible energy. The AI went silent. Sami scrambled to interpret a language that shifted with every attempt. Geo's hands flew over controls, trying to keep life support running. One chamber flooded the ship with memories. Every crew member relived their worst moments, their failures and regrets. Some were nearly lost. Past civilizations had failed by turning on themselves or giving up hope. Jordan, holding on by will alone, told them the one truth she'd learned. You, Dan, beat a trap by being perfect. You beat it by refusing to let go of each other. Even Muse, the AI, began dreaming with the crew, offering wild creative solutions. Reiko led armed teams to defend the corridors from probing alien drones. Jordan, at the center, held the crew together. No matter how bad it got, she refused to panic. But humans still new to the Galactic Council, still hungry for discovery, and Respect volunteered to go first. Endeavor's Light emerged into normal space, followed by ships from every major Accord species live. Changed and, for the first time, united by survival. Jordan made her decision without hesitation. Nobody gets left behind. With her were Sami Bader, a linguist who believed that every language had a key. Gio Mancini, a hacker and systems wizard. Dr. Aisha Sarin, an exobiologist with a heart for the weird. And LT Reiko Sato, security, haunted by a disaster no one spoke about. A dozen other scientists, diplomats, engineers rounded out the crew, along with an AI called Muse, whose dry humor kept the ship sane. The spire at the beacon's center began to pulse with new light. They assembled a team of experts, misfits, and survivors, handpicked from dozens of worlds. Captain Jordan Price took the chair. She was ex-military, known for walking into lost colonies and getting people out alive. When the crew's memories nearly overwhelmed them, Sami led them in telling new stories, improvising legends of hope. As the Endeavor's Light entered the beacon's region, space shimmered and fell away. Instead of leaving them, the human crew recovered their data, memorialized their stories, and added them to the log. The beacon was not a message. It was a test. The ship was trapped. Communications jammed. No way out. The first hours were chaos. Strange energies swept through the hull, shutting down power and waking ancient defense systems. Then the tests began. They faced puzzles no computer could brute force: music and logic, empathy and sacrifice. Dr. Aisha discovered the tests purposed some ancient intelligence. The Nath judged species by how they handled fear and uncertainty. Humanity was different. Where others saw only rules, they found workarounds. Where others split apart, they laughed, grieved, and helped each other through the worst. When a logic puzzle threatened to vent half the ship, Gio and Reiko risked everything to physically rewire the systems, using a trick from Gio. As childhood on Earth and Reiko's emergency survival training, as days passed, they discovered other ship survivors from older tests, long dead or driven mad. Each act of compassion, each burst of creative chaos changed the tests. In the final trial, the beacon offered them a terrible choice. The humans could escape alone, sacrificing the ship's alien allies, or refuse and risk annihilation. The test ended. The walls of the pocket dimension fell away. The beacon's true message was clear. Only those who could grow, change, and put others first deserve to inherit the future. The Accord celebrated, and the legend of the human crew spread across the galaxy. The world now knew If the impossible stands before you, send the ones who won't quit even when hope seems lost. And somewhere in the dark, the Nath watched, knowing the galaxy had found its new champions.